Phonetic foolishness. If you pronounce head, dead, and beard, you'll hear the last word rhymes with deed. And in this poem, you will surely find many items of this kind. For instance, dear and fear and hear but bear, gear and tear but wear and tear, yeast and least and pleased but pleasant, meant and peat but sweat and great. The last word rhymes with freight and weight. Quite differently again is height, which sounds like bite and diked and light. The next line should be read with care. The praying prayer says his prayer. Bean and lean and mean but meant. Note G in get and gem and gent. Vice but crevice, advice and device. Lies but malice, police, concise. We say dreamt but also dreamed. The last word rhyming with esteem. Grew and blew and knew but so. Cow and row but sow and row. Measles does not sound like measure. The same applied to treason, treasure. Braid and made and laid but said. Treat but threat and thread but thread. A prison is often called a jail, which word is also written jail. Now note the difference with goal, which rhymes with foal and dole and roll. Owl and jowl are not like bowl. Try fowl, then ghoul, and lastly soul. We say freak and streak but stake, leak and freak and speak but break. Meadow has a sound of ud. Note lead and lead, read and read, wear and weary, heard but beard, dread but dreary, earned but feared, bait and gate and straight but played. Leave out the G in gnaw and knot. Sword but sword and word by lord, load and toad and road but broad. Cereal does not sound like seal, real not like zeal and heel. First say danger, then say anger. Count but country, southern, south. Disguise but bruise, youth and haunt. Brook but bruise and brood but blood. Hood and mood and food but flood. Mint but pint and cork but work. Dull and gull and hull but fool. Lull and skull but bull and pool. Hour, flower but tour and poor. We say bone and loan but gone, pronounced like dawn and dawn. Tone and stone and throne but done. Phone and home and scone but none. Now reader, always bear in mind the difference between wind and wind. The latter rhymes with rind and kind. Breathe but breath and feather, leather. Lethal, neither, either, tether. Giddy, give but gesture and gin. Bury is pronounced like berry, enchased and chop and chin, quite different from ch in anchor, which rhymes like tinker and with banker. Chemist, chasm, choir, cough and vouch and pouch but touch. Butcher does not sound like crutch. Over has a spelling of lover, and of glove and dove and cover. Hover is not pronounced like clover, which sounds like Dover and Lake Rover. Lever rhymes with never and sever. Sounds quite different, however. Now have a shot of evil, devil, reveal and revel on the level. Desert and desert, some and home, tombed and womb, bomb but comb. Life, alive, live but live. Gauze but gauge, believe but sieve. Should is different from shoulder. The same applied to could and boulder. Bound but wound and rush but push. Lumber, plumber, rush but bush. Eve but ewe and froth and betroth. No t is heard in fasten and hasten, which makes them rhyme with arson and mason. The same applies to listen, soften, nasty, hasty, faster, chaser, master, plaster, taster, waster, host but loose, loss, canoe but woe. Worm but form and dull but tall, horse but worse and lost but post, cause and frost but most and ghost, calm but valve and ball but pal, tall but tally, gel and gal, star and bar and par but war, I wonder if you want some more. If so, try realm, created, treated, heinous, vain, weird, veil, conceited, chic, slay, slate, skin, sweeted, seated, debate, eighth, senate. Can you beat it?